All right, guys, you can start with your questions for Bo. Raise your hand, we'll bring a mic to you.
Bo, how final preparations gone?
I mean, we're just all ready to go. We're tired of playing against each other, tired of going against the scouts, ready for some competition and go out there and compete and, see what we have this year.
In your mind, what's the difference in you starting this year and the 2 years previous?
Just my confidence. I have, a lot more confidence this year because I feel like I had a great camp. Last year I felt like I didn't have a good camp at all. It took me 2 or 3 weeks to, really get back in the groove of things. So, from day one I felt good and I still feel good. So I'm just, excited about going out there and playing.
Bo, when you see this Boise State ball club on film, what impresses you most about it?
I think they all play hard. They, they've been in this position a lot. They played in more, these type of games that we have. They'll come out, trying to be an SEC team, and they're a bunch that's going to try to get after us. So, we have to come out prepared from the start of the game.
Well, I was kind of piddling around and going through the SEC record books and stuff like that. And with another pretty good season, you could be one of the top 10 passing quarterbacks in SEC history. Obviously you could pass. Do you care about that stuff, or is that something? Does that motivate you at all? What do you think about that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely motivates me, but I feel like I have the guys around me. If I just give them the ball, Quan's gonna make his big plays. Vance, all those guys, they're gonna make big plays. But one thing that no quarterback has ever done here is win an SEC championship. So I want to be the first one to do that, and that's the most important thing for me.
Bo, looking at the red zone and executing inside the 20, what gives you confidence that you guys can be better in that area this year?
I think that we've put some different things in that can make us better, and having Evan down there and the matchups that he creates with linebackers and things like that could be huge for us in the red zone this year. So that's going to be huge for us is if we can come away with touchdowns in the red zone, and I think we'll have a good plan for that, and we'll have guys that can go up and make plays on the ball.
Talking to Hugh Freeze the last couple years about you, before he would always say, we really like Bo, he's a great player, but I'd like him to mature in these areas. There'd be some ifs or buts in there, but now he doesn't really seem to do that anymore. Was there like a come to Jesus moment with him, or have you just slowly matured?
I just think I've matured. It's crazy. You see your last year coming, and you see your goals that you want to accomplish and things, and you kind of self-reflect and look at the things that in the past that may have held you back from those things. So for me, it was just self-reflection and looking at what I want to accomplish here, what I want to be remembered for. And that was some things that I needed to cut out and grow up with, and I think that's what that difference has been.
How have you felt about the development of your offensive line during camp?
I feel like, a lot better than I thought I would feel. I feel good behind them. Honestly, I feel like, especially going against our D-line, if they have to every day, they're going to be prepared for anything that they go against this year. So, I'm comfortable back there behind them.
Well, I know you guys have to make adjustments every week. That's just part of it in the game. But I guess, the first game against a defense that you're not sure what you may see. I guess how much more important or how much more difficult is it to make those, adjustments in game?
I mean, it's difficult just because we've had to look at, 2 teams and 3 different years of film just to, kind of get, a feel for what they're going to do. But, at the same time, that tempo, it's kind of, it can help us if they come out at something totally different. We can just go to tempo, and that's what, I'm comfortable in, and I think that's what our offense is comfortable in.
Is this the best Rebel defense you've faced since you've been here?
I think no doubt, especially on the D-line. I don't see many D-lines in the conference being as good as our D-line. They're pretty phenomenal.
Do we have any questions on the phone for Bo?
Yeah, Bo, can I ask you a quick question again? It's off the subject of this week's game for a minute, but can you
Yeah, I think it was definitely humbling. You know, you go down there and you don't really know what to expect, and then, you know, you see all these great athletes on your team that, you know, have different situations that have put them back. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. You know, looking back, it was, you know, one of the best years I've ever had, you know, in my life. It was, you know, fun to play with those guys, and I mean, it's something that I definitely don't regret.